Hi, I'm Clara. This is Books and Questions, and today I'm going to give a book review on Rebecca Stead's Goodbye Stranger. If you're not an American, and if you're not interested in middle grade readers, you may not have read anything by Rebecca Stead, and that is your loss. She's written 4 novels, and I'll give you little bitty reviews of the first 3 before I talk about the 4th novel. First Light, her debut, came out in 2007. It's an icy tale of science and secrets as 2 kids find each other in the cold of Greenland. It's a great story for winter. Her second novel, When You Reach Me, won the prestigious Newbery Medal. It's awarded every year by the American Library Association to the greatest contribution to children's literature. If you liked A Wrinkle in Time by Madeleine L'Engle, this book explicitly echoes some of that novel's themes, including friendship, family, and adventure being not only an external but an internal discovery. Liar and Spy is like Hitchcock's Rear Window for kids. It's about a spy club, about fear and bullying, and how to figure out when you should look closely at details and when the larger picture is what's really important. Which brings me to Goodbye Stranger. I'm going to talk about themes first, and then about writing style and structure, and then finally about the characters, who are wonderful. So, in the theme, this book deals with post-traumatic stress disorder. One of the main characters was nearly killed in a car accident when she was quite young, and we follow her dealing with this years after the fact with her friends, with her parents, all of them affected by this near fatal accident. The book talks about divorce, not just divorce of parents, but also divorce of grandparents, which I found quite unique. There's a whole cluster of gender issues, especially body image and slut shaming, about school dress codes, and about sexting, which is a pretty major theme in this book. This book deals with these issues with so much nuance and so much care, and it does more to open the questions than it does to give you a clear answer. This is what should be done about any particular part of it. It explores the problems and looks at how characters can feel about those problems without saying, this character should not have done that, or something like that. Through these sort of darker themes, there are bigger themes of friendship and forgiveness, as well as the meaning of life and identity. If we are constantly changing and what is on our inside is different from what we show on our outside, how can we ever truthfully answer the question, who am I? So interesting and really fascinating and much deeper than you often get in children's literature. If you've read anything by Rebecca Stead, she has a lot of short sentences that convey a philosophical ideal. So she'll say something like, you can have it all, but you can't have it all at the same time. Or she'll have these beautiful analogies where one of the characters was thinking about when they were flying over the state border and they were looking out the window expecting to see a black line on the land delineating where Utah began. And then this relates into how she's feeling about a relationship, how sometimes you can cross that border into more than friendship without realizing that you've done it, that there's no black line there to show you where those boundaries lie. There's also a sequence of scenes in this book written in second-person present tense. This brings structure to the larger story of the book because all of these scenes with the you character happen on one day, and we get those hour by hour interspersed between the rest of the story of the book, which happens over a course of several months. So it gives a sort of structure to the telling of the story, much the same way as Anthony Dower in All the Light We Cannot See, which I really enjoyed. So I thought that was lovely. It's immersive and mysterious because you don't know who you is. And as the book progresses, you find that it is a character you've met in the rest of the story, but you have no perception of what's going on inside that character, only as she's been seen by other people up till this point. So it's very interesting and very good at articulating some of the larger themes of the book. But what really makes this book is the characters. The characters are beautiful and wonderful and full of love, and even the characters that you don't like, you enjoy seeing what they do to the relationships they have with characters that you do like. There's so much love in this book between friends, between family members. There's a beautiful sibling relationship. There's excellent parent relationships. There's this one incredibly beautiful and intimate moment between one of the main characters' parents when they are Hindi and the mother has been fasting as part of a Hindu tradition of like showing her faithfulness to her husband. And at sundown, when her fast is supposed to break, he feeds her, and it's like so intimate. Like I was blushing at it. It's really, really lovely. And on a personal note, I read this book in a time of grief, and it was incredibly comforting and beautiful, and felt like exactly what I wanted to be reading. Um, so I'm not necessarily objective about this in any way, shape, or form, but I loved it, and I think it deserves to be better known. So, thanks for watching. Bye!